everyone, and welcome to Having Beer with HoustonBrad. I'm your host, as always, HoustonBrad, a.k.a. the Blue Cat. And today joining me is a multi-talented musician and artist, Vincent Randazzo.
Hey, hey, hey.
And first of all, Vincent, what beer, or I can't really say beer, what drink did you select for the day?
This is Angry Orchard. It's a hard cider, and it's fucking delicious.
And I have Idiot IPA, because, you know, I'm an idiot, by Coronado Brewing Company. It's not bad.
Excellent.
I mean, I'll drink it. So, alright, first of all, I wanted to say, okay, you've done one album that I've listened to. You're in a band called Moses Knows. You did a micro musical. And you also did the album artwork yourself, right? Didn't you do that?
You know what? I have a team. Let me show you guys. This is the album. And it's, as you can see, it's hand sewn together by the lovely Cameron Donnelly. And then we have the artwork, which is done by Ellen Ahern. It's fantastic. I commissioned her to do it. It was kind of through my genius ideals, but she is the hand, you know?
Yeah.
She really works it. But, however, I did color this one in. It's pretty cool. I don't know.
Oh,
but I
cool.
did a pretty exquisite job. This one's for like $1 million. These ones are only $5.
Only 5. and they're available online for download.
Online for free, bandcamp.com.
In the description below, link there. So, what exactly was your inspiration on The Beholder? Was it just you had a slew of songs and wanted to put them together? Was there any real thought process in the order of the songs? What did you do for that album?
Yeah, well, you know, my producer Lobo and I were recording for a long time before The Beholder actually started happening. It was just going to be a regular album with no concept behind it, just some songs, like coffee shop style acoustic stuff. And we did all of the scratched guitar tracks and all of the vocal tracks, and then I realized that I didn't like any of it. So it was like, I don't know, 8 months in, and we just yanked the cord on that whole thing. And I took the time and I thought about what I wanted out of an album. And The Beholder is very much a concept album, especially in the way that it's lined up, because it starts with the song The Beholder, which is it's from the perspective of this homeless guy I met in Vancouver, Canada, which is where I wrote it. And he just sees the world as so beautiful. And then it ends with the song The Fishbowl, which concludes by saying, I'm the fish and I'm the fishbowl, you know? I'm the creature that's inside myself, that's holding myself back from making my life the way that they really want it to be. Yeah.
And with that album, you did a micro musical for Gary the Dancing Pirate, which I saw. Also, there will be a link in the description. And you directed it.
Yeah.
And Cameron did the
choreography.
That was it. I can't think of the word. And I saw it. I have a film on my phone.
Really?
I love that. I think it was like the best thing ever. We could not stop smiling the whole time. And for me, that's my favorite song on that album. So it was just beautiful all the way through. So what made you decide that you wanted to do a micro musical for Gary the Dancing Pirate?
It was a slow realization that I wanted to do that. Really slow. It just crept up on me. I was thinking for a long time, there's all of these acoustic artists that are doing things with like loop stations now, like Andrew Bird. And my live shows were just, I can't just walk into a room and yell like, I have an acoustic guitar, everyone listen to me, you know? I was thinking about what can I do to make the show bigger, to make it better, to make it more noticeable. And my idea was to make a traveling troupe of actors come together and make like a vaudeville show. So I originally had like the whole album planned out. I'd have a whole micro series play based around The Beholder that someday is going to happen. But due to time constraints and stuff, we're like, Gary the Dancing Pirate is probably going to be the best one.
Then you also play Moses Knows.
That's a thing.
Which I've seen some of the live shows. I've seen you guys play personally live. I've only seen one song. Mm-hmm. But it's totally different to me from your stuff to Moses Knows, because on Moses Knows you're just so high energy and you're in the face of everyone.
Yeah.
And for you, is it kind of weird stepping out of your acoustic playing and going into this hard rock, in your face type band?
It's a really hard transition, yeah. You know what? It leaves me feeling pretty torn a lot of the time, because I'll have like Moses Knows practice in the night, and we'll just like rock out for hours and hours, and I'm screaming my ass off. And then I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, my throat is just kind of killing me, and my head's crazy because I was listening to just a bunch of cymbals all night. But then I realized that like that musical hangover the next day, that disorder and that thought pattern that I'm kind of in, it kind of leads me to create more. It's that kind of artistic like self-destruction, you know, that all of those writers back in the day did.
Do you play anything else aside from guitar? I've seen you like rock out on the tambourine the other night and the bongo drum thing.
Yeah, actually, on the Beholder, Lobo was the producer, but he also played drums and bass, which are two things that I could play, but I feel like the collaboration between me and Lobo really was what made that album.
Oh, yeah.
And by letting him be the rhythm section, I think it really gave it a driving force and pushed it in directions that I wasn't expecting. But everything else on the album is all me, so all of the backup vocals except for the beautiful Bernadette on If I Were the Breeze at the end, and Paisley Vincent on Adrian at the end. Everything else is all me, all the backup vocals, all the lap steel, some of the percussion even.
So we know you're a musician, we know that you're a talented artist, and what's your drive? Like, I'm not saying in music, in this, that, or the other. I'm saying, what's your drive in general? What do you want to accomplish with what you can do?
A lot of people are focused on one thing, and it's just like, I'm gonna be famous. Oh, look at the rainbow and the sparkles. Yeah, you're gonna be famous. Cool. But you know what? For me, it's about creation and looking outside of the box. And like, I don't care how many people go to one of my concerts, but every single one of my concerts is gonna be something different. Like, this Thursday, I mean, you're not going to be able to go because this is going to be online a lot later, but we're having a concert with battery-powered amps on top of a mountain. It's going to be great. In Big Sur, we're just going to climb to the top of a mountain and play a show, you know?
Wow. So we had another camera malfunction, like always, as is the way on Having Beer with HoustonBrad.
You're going next.
Yeah, this one's going to be dead in a minute, so just quick clap. Okay. For you, like you said, you just want to change the world in small ways. You just kind of want to experience art and all that. What would you give the advice to for anyone who wants to do that, but they're too scared? Like, I know me, when I first moved here, I didn't want to play guitar, but I had one, and it's like, I need something to do. It was horrifying for me. What advice do you give to those people who are too horrified to express themselves, but want to at the same time?
Well, let me just clear up the fact that I would love to be famous. That's fine. If you want to make me famous, world, I'm here. I'm ready. But, it's really about figuring out what makes you personally happy. And it took me a long time. I was writing songs for a long time before I met my own standards, I think. And my advice to you guys is to take the plunge, and you can think so much. You could think all you want sitting in your room. You could write beautiful songs, but until you get in front of an audience, it's never the same. I'm not even comfortable with my own voice. And a lot of people say that's what sets my music apart from other people, because, I mean, obviously no one sounds the same, but...
Oh, yeah. All right, well, everybody having beer with HoustonBrad. Stick around. Vincent's about to play us a song.
Tuesday I found myself in a letter no one mailed, next to God up on the shelf, beneath the leaky rainwater pail. Roots growing through the cracks, all around the room. We drowned in to-do list stacks when Sarah walked past with a broom. Trevor took off his stilts, told me his real name. My heart began to fill with the longing for the same. They implied this commentary, fragments rearranged, and Paisley joined in as nobody sang. People never change. They just die, na na na, die 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 na na na, na na na. All my former lives came back to talk to me. I felt like you as I tried to enjoy my company, but youth looked at its future progress with a cold tear in his eye. That's why he sat down every summer. He just let it all go by. Last year loved you too much. He could never stay on task, but looked away just long enough to absent-mindedly ask. I see we won't be together, but will we still be friends? Because the day she leaves forever will be the day that my life ends. Da na na na, 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 na na na. And I said, if there were greener grasses to find, maybe I'd trim them and tell you I love you. And it's fine, it is fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Da na na na, 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 na na na.
My name is Vincent Randazzo. Thanks for letting me be here and stay awesome.